My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try. But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore sucks?
Oh, eat a bag of shit!
Yay, I got to watch another Adam Sandler movie. Okay. So we have Happy Gilmore 2. I guess the long-awaited sequel that, honestly, I didn't need. But apparently a lot of people wanted it, and so we got it. And, okay. Alright, so you must know that I don't have a good history with Adam Sandler movies. There's only a few that I like the first Happy Gilmore, like Wedding Singer, even 50 First Dates. I was like, all right, those ones are good. But here's the difference. He didn't write them. The second he said, you know what, screw the writers, I'm just going to write these movies myself, that is when it went downhill for me. And I absolutely despise, Little Nicky. I really hated the crap out of, Jack and Jill. Pixels, that was basically, shitting in him shitting into my eyes. And so I just don't like Adam Sandler stuff. So when I heard that, hey, we're doing a sequel to Happy Gilmore, I went, no, you don't. You don't need this. And I'm here to tell you, as a not fan of Adam Sandler, does this movie succeed? Well, no, it does not. And here's why. So I've seen a lot of people said, oh, come on, this movie's not that bad. It's just like, yeah, because you're blinded by nostalgia. Because they do a lot of nostalgia moments in this. If you've never seen it, if it's been a while since you've seen the first movie, or, this is for those diehard fans. And it's seriously, it's kind of like, okay, we know what Happy Gilmore was. We know. So the story of this one is he continues golf after the end of the first movie. And he kind of became a sellout. He was getting all these merchandising stuff and getting all these video games and stuff. And then he accidentally kills his wife, who name is escaping me for right now. And then he decides, you know what, I'm going to hang up. I'm not going to do this anymore. And basically becomes a loser, just like every goddamn Adam Sandler movie where he's a loser but has kids or likes kids. And in this, he has kids, and 4 of them are boys who are basically incarnations of him during his hockey time. And one of them, who is his daughter, wants to be a ballerina, but wants to go to Paris and go to in a very expensive school. So he decides to, okay, I need to pick golf back up. But now the sport of golf is now in trouble because some jackass who has too much money decides, hey, we're going to create a new version of golf that is basically cheating, and we're basically going to get rid of the normal game of golf. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? So, I will be completely honest. The first 20 minutes, I was like, you know what? This could be worse. All right. It's all right. It's okay. Then after that is when I lost it. Is when the movie completely lost me, and I went, yep, this is another just Adam Sandler movie that's just a rinse and repeats thing. He does he does the comedy that he does. He falls down, he pratfalls. He does all the poop jokes, the fart jokes, the gross out humor, all the sometimes sometimes sexual innuendos. And in this, like, he's practicing on how to golf again. And of course, when he's hitting the ball keeps hitting trees and like hitting him in the face, hitting him in the ass, hitting him in the balls. And it's like, it's the same shit we've seen before. It's the same shit. I will say this. The movie tried to have a little bit of heart. It did. You know, I kind of like the relationship of him and his daughter, because it really seemed like, you know, his sons were kind of like the lost cause to him, but he really wanted to, you know, look out for his daughter. So I was like, okay, at least he's trying to be a good parent. Like, all right, that's fine. But that kind of gets overshadowed by all the shit that this movie throws at your face, unless you have a super nostalgia for the first movie. I don't understand why people liked this, to be completely and utterly honest. Like, I'm just gonna say this, you know, in the first movie he goes to his happy place, which was kind of like, you know, like, yeah, his happy place. It was what made him happy, obviously. Well, in this one, they go back to it, and it's like, oh, of course they're going to do this. You know, like in the first one, you know, where it was, again, forget her name. You know, she's in lingerie holding beer, or his grandmother winning money, and then Chubbs playing the piano. Where it's like, okay, that's nice. That's a nice, like, moment. This says, okay, his happy place now is him sitting on a toilet watching cat videos. A doctor holding up a sign that says he has low cholesterol. And then, of course, because it's an Adam Sandler movie, we have to have a cameo from Rob Schneider, who is playing the, like, in the first movie, he has a little person on a dressed as a cowboy. Well, in this one, it's Rob Schneider dressed as the same cowboy. And of course, he says the line. I'm just going to give you one guess on what line he says. And you got it. So that's when I went, okay, fuck this shit. I'm done. So a lot of cameos, a lot of them pointless. So I just, oh my God. This is exactly what I was afraid of. You know, once the movie hit about an hour, I lost all confidence in the movie. All of Sandler's humor is back in this, and it's not good. I've never found it funny, because it's the same crap over and over again. I mean, hell, like, some of my friends ask me, like, so, like, how bad is, like, Adam Sandler's movies? And I'm just like, you really want to know? And so I give them, I tell them, like, okay, the opening of Grown Ups 2 is him and Salma Hayek are in bed, and there's a deer next to him. They wake up, they're scared, the deer gets scared and pees on Sandler's face. That is the opening of that fucking movie. The opening. And they went, oh, okay, I get it. And so this is just, there are some small parts that kind of worked, but that's not enough. I mean, hell, the way they bring back McDonald back as shooter was kind of like okay, I expected him to kind of be like one of the villains, but then that gets scrapped. They start out with that, and then that gets scrapped, and then they say, oh, they're buddies, you know, him and Happy are buddies now. And it's like, what? No. So a lot of this was not necessary, because it would turn out, it's just, God, this sucked. When I heard that they were going to do a sequel to this, I thought it's not necessary, because it would turn out exactly what I thought it would be. Not good. And whoops, surprise, surprise, I hate being right. So, personally, I don't like Adam Sandler. I was hoping this was at least going to be okay. And even they took that away from me. So this gets terrible. I did not like it. And I mean, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Sandler anyway. So, yeah. So I've heard that, you know, he's actually a really nice guy, and he seems like a nice guy. Like, I've seen interviews with him, and here's the thing. Every time, like, I see, like, interviews with him, or when he was on SNL, I'm like, you're funny. But it's only when he does his movies. Then I'm just like, oh, because you're just doing the same crap over and over again. Like, I'm sure he's a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy, but stop making these awful movies, please. Like, we're done, okay? Got your money. We're done, okay? Please. We're done. And no, I don't need to see Grown Ups 3. Screw that.
Yes. Oh my God, Rory!
Jackass. Bingo.
You stole my life from me.
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?